2 of the Apple TV Plus show For All Mankind is off and running, and it is amazing. But don't take my word for it. Just ask these two stars from the show. Please welcome Chantel Van Sindstrom and Cynthia Wu joining us this morning. I got to tell you, I love the show. I love it. If you had a Venn diagram of, say, alternative fiction and space stuff, and then Ronald D. Moore, and you put them together, it would be my face. That would be the central circle to it right there. I love it. So let's talk a little bit about the show. We are on season 2 here. Catch everybody up. Cynthia, if you would, just kind of catch us up a little bit, Cynthia.
So season 2 kicks off in 1983, and it just kind of picks up where all the families and, wait, the Cold War? Chantel, can you help me?
Okay, so because Cynthia joined in season 2,
Mom,
all the stuff she missed in season 1 was the Soviets land on the moon before America does. And in losing the moon, we actually gain so much more. So while our show is this alternate history show, it's rooted in like progress and an aspirational future where we see things like putting women in space before we ever did in our actual historical timeline. And we get to see social issues, women's rights, technology, things advance. So when we get to 1983 at the beginning of season 2, there's already things that are happening in the world in 1983 that haven't even happened in 2021 yet. So just imagine, we just started season 3 filming this week. Imagine how far we've come by 1991.
Oh, yes, I'm imagining it right now in my head.
Great answer.
I'm imagining it in my head right now. Chantel, I am a big fan of yours. You know, you're on The Boys, and you're on that show, and it's got these crazy superheroes, and your character is the best character on that show. And then you're on For All Mankind, and you got all these
crazy.
You've got these, you know, astronauts flying through space, all this crazy stuff happening. And I swear, your character is the best one on that show as well. The common denominator is you, my friend.
First of all, I don't know who paid you to say this, but thank you. You know what? I'm going to tell you a secret. Do you know that I was filming The Boys and For All Mankind season 1 and season 2 of both simultaneously?
Whoa.
I was traveling back and forth pre-pandemic. So I was filming them both at the same time. So to go from like a Karen brain to a Becca brain was very, very different.
That is a crazy story. Thanks for sharing that. I really do appreciate it. Your relationship, you two, you know, it's a mom and daughter. There was, I don't want to spoil it, but there was such a great moment. Your husband goes and he's messing around. He was doing something he wasn't supposed to be doing, and he has an accident. But you guys back at home, those scenes together where you're just sweating it out, where did you guys come up with that? I mean, that was so scary and so good between you two.
Well, our writers are amazing. They put us in situations we wouldn't put ourselves in. Yeah. But I think, you know, I pretty much, Chantel, Karen has been sitting in this space as Ed's wife since before even Kelly came into the picture. So for me in that scene, sitting in the kitchen, waiting for the phone to ring, was really just watching my mom, you know, try to hold down the fort, but she clearly is struggling. And it was really just a listening exercise for me to watch her and hope that the phone rings with good news, and hoping that this is all over, because, you know, it's torture to sit around. But it's easy when I have Chantel to work off of.
I love you. I mean, by the way, Cynthia's like the show's #1 fan, which was super exciting to work with, because she loves being on the show and being a part of it, but she genuinely watches the show and texts us all about like season 1 and her thoughts and what she loved, and, you know, is cheerleading us all on as well.
That's so great. You know, I'm maybe number 2 fan.
It's true.
If you
I'm a
need
fan
like a goofy weatherman or something to do some live reports, I'll do it for you. Thank you so much. Season 2 for All Mankind's on right now, and apparently Season 3, they're working on it right now.
Oh.
Thank you, too.